Okay, last video, bitch. I swear. I'm just kidding. So let's focus on the next signs. So let me finish with Cancer rising real quick. So Cancer risings, like I said, I don't really have a lot to say, but I'll tell you some things that kind of give them away. So they say like cancers have a round faces and this and that. Your sun sign, I'll be honest with you, your sun sign can also give you certain things that make you look physically like who you are, but don't rely on your sun sign. So uh, Cancer risings, you can tell Cancer rising is because they're moody. They're the women. You can tell the women because the women are really moody people. Um, they're very quiet people. Cancers are very introverted. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I don't want to say stuff that's not true. Um, so Leo risings, I have a lot of experience with. So buckle your motherfucking seat. Oh goodness, the Leos. Ugh. Now this is the main reason why because I question everything. Like something, like I told you guys, very intuitive. So something and told me that what my sun, I'm not gonna tell you guys my sun sign because I know you're gonna try to like make me. So whatever my sun sign is, I was like at one point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just accept it and I'm just gonna be whatever sign it is, like because a lot of it I felt like there was something wrong. Like I was like, I don't feel like the earth sign that you know what I'm saying, I just don't, everything that it says it is, I can see how I can agree with it. Like, and that's what a lot of people do. They go on there and they're like, oh, that's me, but they don't think about it. You got to think about it for a while and be like, is that really who I am? Like, or am I just am I doing that because astrology is saying that this is who I am, so I'm starting to do it. Think about it. Were you like that before, or were you just, you know what I'm saying? But it's one thing to be conscious, but it's one thing to be conscious and to do it, but it's another thing to be like aware and to change, because change is necessary. If you're still acting in the same energy or same person that you were when you were young, baby, you are way too late in the game. You need to change the way you look at life, the way you see life, the buildings, the sky, like change the way you look at it, feel like, see how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of stuff that I try to get people to understand, is like you can't look at life the same as you look every single day. Like you have to change yourself. And that's why as an Aquarius, I'm here to tell you and to change the norms and to switch it up, because I know it's not normal to feel that way, and it's not normal to naturally just think about stuff like that. But that's how I think. And a lot of people, and it's funny because it's a segue to Leo risings, a lot of Leos do not like that about Aquarius risings. So, and it's all rising signs, but I'm just gonna say Aquarius and Leo without the rising afterwards. So a lot of Leos do not like me because and here's the gag. The people that I live in this apartment, almost all of them that are next to me, this lady, the lady downstairs over there, the man over there, the man that's next to him, my manager that used to work there, the lady underneath me, they're all fire risings. Because I've done a lot of deep, like I'm very like observate, so I can see. When I see repetition, I see patterns. I'm like, oh my god, I'm really an Aquarius. Like, and when I read Aquarius, and it made me feel differently. It wasn't just like I was reading information. I was like, this is who I am. Like, and I was like, at first I was like, okay, like, it wasn't because it was an Aquarius, but I was like, it hit. So, um, Leo risings to me are probably my number one least favorite, kind of. It's my number one least favorite and my number one hated, because Leos are very obsessed. Leo risings are very obsessed with reality. They're very territorial people. They are the lions, and they're I'm dreamy. And when I go into dream world, which is very often, I'm not really down to earth. And like I said before, you need your sun sign to do the things that your rising sign needs to do in order for your rising sign to rise, or aka grow. So I do need some grounding sometimes because I'm a Libra moon and I'm also an Aquarius rising. So I have two really important, right? I have two really close planets that affect me. And I'm really cerebral. Like I'm in my head way too much, you guys. Like it's to the point where I have to do stuff like this to not sit there and be in my bed and think a lot, think every single day. Like I think way too much. I overthink way too much, and so do Sagittarius risings. Sagittarius risings think way too much too. So Leo risings, they don't like changed energy. What I notice is like when I'm very dreamy, they don't like it. I can feel energy from people, and a lot of people don't. Are a lot of people actually? Even my therapist was like, "What are you talking about? Like, how do you feel energy? What does it feel like?" I don't know if she was just questioning me, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different situation when Leos don't like you to be yourself. They're very I have a lot of, but the thing is, like, I have a lot of negative fire rising signs around me, um, a lot of miserable ones. And I try to be nice to them. I try to, be dreamy and lighten up the situations. But fire risings are very hard because they're fire and they're hard to control and they're hard to contain. It's very hard to, number one, convince them of anything. Like all the fire rising signs that I've told that your rising sign is who you are, they don't listen to me. They deny it. They're like, oh, I'm a Libra or I'm a this and this and that. And it's like, listen, I'm not wasting my breath. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm just emitting truth. If you don't like it, that's a personal problem. That means that you probably don't like the person who's saying it. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, it's the person who's delivering it that people don't want to hear the message about. So if it's coming from fucking Drake or something, you know what I'm saying? Like people are going to be all ears, you know what I'm saying? But it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? People are going to look at me as just a trans woman. They're going to be like, oh, bitch, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And that's how even my friends or people that I thought were my friends, that's how they still treat me. They still treat me like, I'm a Gemini. Okay, well, go live a Gemini life, bitch. You be a fake ass fucking hoe, bitch, while I sit there and live in reality. You're not going to hurt my feelings by trying to prove to me that I'm wrong. I don't care. Moving on. Virgo risings. Virgos are neurotics. Virgos don't like sickness. Virgo risings do not like dirty places unless they're going through a really hard time. If a Virgo's going through, if a Virgo rising is messy, check in on them for real, because Virgo risings are super. Like my Virgo rising friend did not want to. I understand why she didn't want to be around me, but she didn't want to be around me because I was doing a drug that affected my health. And I'm like, can't you be supportive? Like, but I didn't realize that affected her. That, you know what I'm saying? That affected her in the way she felt about me. Like for her to break the friendship up with me over a drug that I was using, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So Virgos are very caring. They're very caring people, but they're Earth is a serious element, and I'm not a serious person. So yeah, but they're very pretty. Virgos are very attractive people. They're very Ariana Grande is a Virgo rising. Marco, Funny Marco is a Virgo rising. That's one thing that I like about them. They're fucking funny. Like they're just naturally funny. Let me go quickly. Libra risings. Well, I don't want to get into that, but they're very peaceful people. Do not piss them off because they have powers that are supernatural. Don't fuck with the Libra rising. Sagittarius risings. I don't like Sagittarius risings that much. Like I said, fire risings I'm very have a complicated bridge with, but let me just be nice. You can tell fire risings because they're very tall. They're very tall. They can't stay still. They overthink a lot. A lot of them have piercings. They're into piercings. They're into like they have very very fashionable people. Either they're really really jolly and big, or they're very skinny and tall. It's neither or. Saucy Santana, Drake, those are all Sagittarius risings. They're very good at writing too. Sagittarius risings are obsessed with writing. Look out for part 4.